Does the Police Service Commission have powers over the retirement discipline of the IG? Because I want us to clarify, this statement affects senior officers, but does the PSC have powers based on the Act to discipline, retire, or appoint the IG?
Thank you, Sheil. The Office of the Inspector General of Police is a creation of statute, which is the Police Act. That Act, in its Section 7, makes that office an office that is operated by law. Now, if you look at subsection 6 of that section, the section creates the tenure of office of the Inspector General of Police. The same Police Act has provisions in its Section 18, particularly Section 18 sub 8, that retires any member of the police force that has been in service for 35 years or has attained the age of 60 years. What is clear from this in the first instance is that, number one, the provision of Section 18 that applies to police officers, every police officer, is a general provision, whereas the provision of Section 7 that relates specifically to the office of the IG is a specific provision. To that extent, the law that is being given effect to by the Police Service Commission, which is Section 18, does not apply in terms of the tenure of the IG. Addition to that is that the National Assembly has recently made an amendment to the provision, in fact, of that Section 18 to introduce a new subsection 8 sub A.
Through the back door?
The National Assembly does not amend laws through the back door. Once an act of the National Assembly is passed, and this point I must say that it is important as Nigerians that we respect our institutions. It is not possible for the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to pass an act through the back door.
Is it suspicious, though, that that law was amended and it just fell right on the lap of Egbetokun?
Well, the reality of the matter is that when state institutions act, the presumption of regularity follows their actions. And so as it relates to persons, we must be careful in looking at actions of state institutions. When the National Assembly amended the Police Act, the question you must ask is, was the procedure as stipulated in the Constitution for the amendment of such a statute, was it followed? It was followed.
This is why we need to keep holding our leaders accountable, because I don't understand why somebody is retired or he has passed his retirement age and he's still serving. I know that most times they take retired people to make them maybe DGs or all of those things, but at least retire him. At least let it be that he has retired, because it's supposed to be 35 years, right? And if you have 35 years to enter into 60 years, like if you had 20 years when you joined the force, and you have spent 35 years, you don't need to get to 60 years old by age to be able to retire. And if you join the force at maybe 25 years, at 25 years, you are just going to be in the force for let's say 35 years or 25 years thereabout. But if once you are 60, you are supposed to retire. Now, in a case where a person is having a prolonged tenure, it should be said and brought to the public for people to know. Nigerians are now asking the question, when did they make this law? Why was the law made behind closed doors? You see, this is the reason. If you are not a government that is very transparent to making things known to people, this is how they will always come out to drag you to ask questions for every little thing you do. We were on this same platform when a senator came out to say that there's this plenty billions of naira that were signed, that were used to purchase a plane. They were not signed as a document before the floor of the Senate. Nothing like that came true. None that he knows of. So it is good for you as a president or as a cabinet, as whatever, to do things in broad daylight so that people will not question every little thing. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I want to know your thoughts on the comment section on this matter. Thank you.